up, nerds? Welcome back to another Bookworm Brew video. I think we're at episode 2. I didn't really know, but that's okay. I'm sorry there was no cutie little coffee intro, but I was boring today and just went with Dunkin' because I really was just like, I don't know. I did actually have a coffee this morning, but it was just, again, basic cream and sugar, very boring, and then I obviously drank that before we filmed. So here we are. So my coffee order today was a medium iced coffee. I did 2 pumps of brown sugar syrup and then 1 pump of caramel. And then I did 3 cream, 3 sugar, which is a lot. For me anyways. I know. I don't know, I guess we'll jump right in because we're going to talk about this a little bit as well, but I kind of fell off the wagon with my 75 hard journey. Obviously that was a while ago, but I don't know if I ever updated you guys on that. I think I mentioned it that I was just trying to do, you know, less sugar, and so I have to find other alternatives because the Califia one, however you say it, that one only has 2 flavors like normally, and so I did find the peppermint mocha one, which is really nice, but it's seasonal, so I have to like kind of see because I get tired of the same flavors over and over and over again. So I just have to play around with it, but yeah, not the end of the world. But we'll probably talk about 75 hard was my point anyway in a little bit. But first, if you guys like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and without further ado, let's just get started. I don't know why my voice went in and out today. Like, we better not be getting sick. Okay. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, this video may or may not be all over the place because obviously, well, there's a lot of things I want to talk about, but obviously today is Thursday. There was no video Tuesday. So my sisters got married on the 2nd, so for that whole week, the whole week prior to that, we were in Texas, so I was not home. And it just kind of threw off my groove, threw off my new year, threw off like the goals and like the ambition of a new year. Which, don't get me wrong, the wedding was beautiful, everything turned out really, really well. My sister was very happy, so it was an incredible time, obviously. I'm not saying anything against that. But I feel like for channel purposes and like almost like getting your head on straight for the new year, that was really difficult for me. And so coming back, I was supposed to film. I had like the whole weekend basically to film and upload and get a video ready for Tuesday, but it just wasn't gonna happen. Which you guys are all like very understanding, and I feel like you guys just always are like, girl, like take your time, like I know you guys, like I feel like you guys are very you acknowledge that I'm a person too and not just like someone who makes videos, so I appreciate that. You guys are so super freaking sweet. I love you guys so much. I love this community so much. I think I've said that before, but I like love it over here. But anyway, so that's why I didn't post Monday, and now I'm kind of just trying to like get it together. I'm like, February, like everyone makes that joke like February is the new January every year, but like this year for real, it might just need to be the case. Like for real, like restart. As far as like, I guess, well, yeah, let's just jump in because we're talking about it. There wasn't much that I was gonna do as far as like change for the channel or like goals for the channel or anything like that, to be completely honest with you. There were a couple things that I think, again, like, you know, when you plan out the new year, you make a vision board, all those good things, it's kind of just like, you know where the aim is at, if that makes sense. You know where the goal is. And then when you share it, you feel like, okay, like we're in this together kind of thing. So anyway, it was just basically for the new year. Obviously, I think I've said this before as well, but I'm trying to do better with my finances. I'm trying to spend less. I think books can be very inexpensive. They can feel very inexpensive, honestly. That's not everyone's opinion. In my opinion, I feel like getting a book for $12 like is not bad at all. So I'm like, okay, like I can do it. or when Target does their like buy one get one 50% off, or like their buy two get one, like whatever it is, I always feel like I'm like, oh perfect, like what a steal. Well then, Target is telling me that I spent like, you know, $200 that month at Target, and I'm like, oh, you know, so I obviously don't want that life, but I obviously want to read new stuff, bring new books in, and, you know, keep it rotated. That being said, I think the goal starting off this new year is to clear off the TBR cart. That is so hard. If you guys watch my anticipated reads for 2025, there's a ton, literally a ton. Granted, there was one book like that, even just in January, there's a couple books that I really, really wanted. But one was supposed to be, it's 5 Broken Blades. The book 2 was, the book 1 was a book of the month book. Book 2 was not a book of the month book. They didn't even do it as an add-on. So first of all, I'm floored because I'm like, now they're going to be different, these sizes, but whatever. But bright side is that actually you can get those books on Kindle Unlimited. So book 2 is on Kindle Unlimited. I don't even have to buy it at all. So it's like, there are like ways. I also think like sometimes too, just buying it on Kindle is obviously cheaper. I don't want to make a habit of that, but definitely it's cheaper. So my point is that I'm going to try to clear off the TBR cart as best as I can before purchasing any new books. That is crazy. Yes, it is official book buying ban, if you will. It's like, I don't know, it's really hard, but I'll obviously keep you guys updated. My goal will for now obviously be to the end of January, kind of assess the TBR cart. Right now, all of the books on my TBR cannot fit on my TBR cart, but the honest truth, you guys have seen my room, you've seen my collection, they just don't fit. They don't fit anywhere, the TBR, so I don't want it to go over my TBR cart, you know what I mean? Like, my books barely fit, the red books barely fit. Like, can you imagine the TBR now taking up space? It's just a no for me, dog. It's a no for me. And so, sorry you guys can see the shadow, but I don't think you guys care that much. So yeah, that'll be the goal. I'm gonna have to do, I really want to do a read it or unhaul it for certain books, and then other books are like genuinely just series, so I want to do another actually finishing series. But I will say that this past month I did I tried to read 12 books in 12 days. I think I made it to like 9 books and forget it. I was done. I honestly like stopped reading for a while after that. I was able to finish like a couple books after that. I think it was like I think it might have been 1 book. Oh yeah, I think it was 1 book after that, which is like whatever. I'm not forced or obligated to read anything, which we'll talk about it. That was actually our buddy read that I was like, I have to read this. But then it kind of put me in like it was like a soft reading slump. It wasn't like a crazy reading slump. It was easy to get out of it. So I think it was this book, yeah, My December Darling. I was like, okay, we'll just read like a chapter a night. And so slowly I did that, and then I was like, okay, getting more invested in it, so then I would be reading more, and then I was okay. But there is a book that I read last month that I didn't finish, just as a carryover. So anyway, my point is that this month I'm just reading slow, and it's fine, honestly. Again, there's no pressure. I don't feel pressured. I just want to obviously explain the situation to you guys, because obviously that's what these videos are for. Yeah, I don't necessarily feel pressured to read or anything like that. I am currently working on a reading vlog though, which I'm very excited about. I don't want to spoil it because I feel like it's super fun. What the heck? How could I skip this? I don't even know what I was saying anymore. You guys, thank you. We hit 1,000 subscribers. Are you joking? That was the craziest New Year's surprise ever. I really did not think it was gonna happen. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was like, dang, we're about to, like, it was like so close, but we weren't gonna do it. That's okay with me. I was like, whatever. But then I like checked the other day. It was like the crazy, I don't even remember how close to New Year's I checked, maybe like the 4th, and it said like 1,002 subscribers, and I was like, hi guys, welcome. I did not welcome you guys. I didn't even know. I'm so sorry, but thank you guys for subscribing. I know I do get a lot of traffic, I guess I should say, on my channel when I post my TBR videos, because you guys love that. And then this past month I did the randomly choosing, which I thought was so fun, and I think I'm gonna do it again for February, and then do the regular TBR for a couple months, then kind of switch it up, just so I'm not doing the same thing every single month. But yes, I was very excited about that. I was a little nervous because sometimes, so on my makeup YouTube channel, what happened, like I would hit 1,000 subscribers, and then like the next day it would be like 999 because like someone, I don't know, someone just wanted to be mean and leave. And then that same happened when I hit 2,000 subscribers on my makeup channel. So I was like, oh no, they're gonna just leave, but you guys stuck, and so I'm so thankful. You guys are amazing, and I'm so excited for this channel. I really just, I don't know, it really has a special place in my heart, and I really feel like this is where like I'm meant to be making YouTube videos and book channel videos, and just creating a space for this positive space, I guess I should say, where we can talk about books and just simply love books together. So I was very excited about that. I can't believe I just like, you know, missed that. I told you we're gonna be all over the place today. But anyway, so I don't know what I was saying earlier. Just I have some fun videos planned. Ooh. I have some fun videos planned, but we are obviously gonna take it just a little bit easier this month, because I don't want to force myself to read if I really am not in the mood. Which I have been really in the mood to read recently, so that's good. For this past week I was like, okay, I gotta read, and I've been loving it, so I'm very excited about that. I already finished a book this month, which again, at the rate I was going before, was unheard of for the couple weeks before this, so I was like, but this past week I did just finish one, so I'm good. And then I made it like 60% of the way of another one, and then I'm almost done with another book. So like, we're doing good. We're doing good things, which is really nice. It's really fun. So I'm excited about that. Again, coming in a reading vlog to you soon, to theaters soon. Just kidding. But that being said, what have I been doing? If I've not been reading, Marissa, what have you possibly been doing? I've been obsessed with The Rookie. Oh my, I love it. I've been obsessed. So I finished, I think I told you guys I was watching SWAT. Loved it. I got mostly caught up. I didn't watch all of season 8 quite yet because it's not on, I think it was the SWAT's on Netflix. I don't know, it wasn't on whatever service I was watching it on. I would have to watch it on the TV. And so me and my mom were watching it together for a little bit, but we just haven't had the chance to finish it, which is fine. So I looked up like some shows like SWAT, and The Rookie came up. You guys, if you're not watching The Rookie, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're possibly doing. It's so good. So basically it's just like cops. So they're like the blue wearing the cops on the streets, that kind of stuff. So SWAT obviously is the SWAT team, but this is regular cops. But basically the show is that 3 new rookies start off the season, and then they have like their TOs who like are the training officers who like are training them, and so they're basically like learning the ropes, and it's so interesting, it's so entertaining, and it's just so funny. Like it's perfect because it's kind of like you get kind of like the best of all the worlds, because you get like action obviously, which was SWAT was so nice, the action where like breaking down doors, running in, but you also get a kind of like I don't know if you guys have I don't know if you've seen, maybe you've seen the show, but like Criminal Minds, where Criminal Minds can get very scary because it's like in the mind of the people. Sometimes you watch the scenes and it's like crazy scary, but you want to like, sometimes it's really fun to like figure out who's the killer, and like you want to find them and like where they're gonna be, that kind of stuff. So you like it, but like also for me it's like a little too scary, so I can't watch Criminal Minds anymore. But this one is a good mix because there are some episodes where it's like a serial or like somebody gets kidnapped or like crazy stuff, and so I love it. You get everything in one show. I'm not caught up on that either, and I was so mad because I did the stupidest thing. So my feed came up with The Rookie, like it was like coming, I don't know, maybe let's just say Thursday at 9 p.m. whatever, and I was like, oh, let me watch it. I started it, and then I was like, no, let me not, because like sometimes obviously if you watch those things and they're caught up, it's not that it'll spoil anything necessarily, because for the most part every episode is different, or like it'll be like every 2 episodes is different, you know what I mean? Like sometimes they'll carry over, but it's not much carryover episode to episode. So I was like, it's not gonna spoil like that, but what it will spoil is if a character I like is not in it. And then you'll know because you'll be able to see like where's so and so. And so I didn't want to do that. So then I clicked off of it, but I was too late. So now my feed has spoilers and I'm like, no. So now I gotta catch up. But I haven't watched it in a couple of days because again, I've been reading. So very good. But if you've not watched The Rookie, I don't know what she's doing. I think that was, I think that was most everything. Again, like I said, I'm going to try to clear out the TBR cart before bringing too much in. Again, that's going to probably be quite a few reading vlogs and stuff like that, reading challenges. If there's ever any book you're like, Marissa, can you please put this in a reading vlog? Please let me know. I absolutely will. I just, not that I don't have ideas, because I definitely have lots of ideas or lots of videos that can kind of just work as whatever. So I could read whatever as a reading vlog, I guess I should say. So it's fine. It's not like I'm short for that. But sometimes I never know like which ones you guys will watch, which ones you don't. I already know from what I can tell, again, by the views that my videos get and those kind of things, you guys are not obsessed with like dedicated reading vlogs. So I think I did Throne of Glass. You guys didn't like that because I believe it's because that it had spoilers in it. So, which is, I totally understand. I guess tangent, sidebar. I always tell my friends, I'm like, you know how like on a computer screen you had tabs? Like keep that tab open another tab. This is what I'm trying to say. This is the next thought. But I don't ever put spoiler free in my titles, in my descriptions, anything like that. When I start off a video, I do not say it's spoiler free. I think spoilers, there are obvious spoilers. Like I'm not going to tell you like the plot twist or whatever that is. There are certain things that I feel like could be spoilers, could not be spoilers. Sometimes I share them. Sometimes I'm like, if you don't want to know this, skip. You know, sometimes I do kind of preface that, but not all the time. And so I don't like to say that I'm spoiler free, because for some people, what I say may be a spoiler, and it's not intentional, and I'm not sitting here like I'm trying to spoil it and whatever, but just keep that in mind. Sorry, wanted to express that sidebar because not that anyone has ever asked, but I feel like every time I like post a reading vlog, I'm like, oop, that could have been a spoiler, but it's like, it's hard. It's like you either can't talk about the book at all, or you have to talk really vague, so you might as well not talk about the book anyway, or you're like giving every little detail, which I'm not going to do. Not going to give every last detail. So again, I expressed this in another video. I'm not the best at like explaining stuff in books and stuff, so I try not to do that as much. But I when I do, I try to not put spoilers, but I will never say I'm spoiler free, because you never know. And yeah, okay. Anyway, I don't even know what the other sidebar was. I don't remember what the first tab was. Oh, that was the first tab. So you guys didn't really love Throne of Glass, and then when I did like a inheritance game, 1 week, 1 series, you guys weren't obsessed. So I think it's like the dedicated one. It's dedicated to one series. It's not everyone's favorite, which I totally understand, because if you're like not on that book, or like you only read the one book, or like whatever it is, like I get it. So totally makes sense. So just let me know what kind of books and what kind of reading vlogs you guys want and like to watch. I know you guys love the reading vlogs, so those will obviously continue into 2025. Yes, any other reading challenges? I probably won't do another 24-hour readathon. Sorry, I haven't successfully done one in like 1.5 years or 2 years, honestly, so it's like whatever. They've all been like versions of it. Probably won't do that again. Maybe not for a while. Like, I don't know. It's just hard. Right now, the answer is no, but like we'll see in a couple months. Same with like reading 10 books in 10 days. I really liked that one. I think it really ruined it for me when I tried to do 12 books in 12 days. So I'm going to try to do, I may try to do that in a couple months, but again, I'm not going to force myself. We're just going to see. So like, let me know. I really liked, reading 200 pages a day was not that bad. That was nice. There are some where like they wake up at 5 a.m. and read. That one could be nice, but just again, let me know. Let me know. All right, I think that's everything. Reading all the books on my TBR cart, book buying ban. I feel like if you have any questions or any comments, let me know. Let me know how you guys successfully do a book buying ban. I think it would be fun to like, you know, whatever book I'm kind of looking forward to, like try to find a book similar on my TBR cart and read that because that would be nice. And then also just like reading the books as I buy them is also probably what I like my goal should be, because it's so hard. But I really want to buy Beg, Borrow, and Steal by Sarah Adams, but I literally have 2 books from Sarah Adams on my TBR cart. Like, hello. So that's kind of the issue, the horcrux of the problem here, but we'll see. Anyway, we can definitely update about that next month. Again, let me know your tips and tricks, all the juicy tea, and yes, I will do a read it or unhaul it video, because there are a couple books that I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna read this, but I can't let it go, but I need to let it go. That's the tea, sis. Yeah, honestly, again, I wrote down channel goals, but again, I don't really have that many goals for this channel. I feel like we're just gonna keep doing what we're doing. I think there's a good mix of like reading vlogs. I always try to do one regular sit down video, but like a regular like recommendations or like a normal video, and then to every one reading vlog. But obviously reading vlogs take time and stuff to film, so sometimes it's a couple sit down videos, then a reading vlog, like whatever. I feel like though we have a good balance here. I think again, everything we're kind of doing is working. I think for as far as specific reading, I don't know. I think it's hard to say like I want to read more literary fiction or whatever, historical fiction. I don't know. I don't think so. I know some people do like also like a 25 and 2025. I also just don't necessarily want to do that. I do have my reading goal for the year, which I actually made 160 books. 160 books. I think last year it was 140. I read over the reading goal. I think I read like 170 books last year. Like I read a lot of books last year, which is incredible, which is again, not everyone. Is definitely not the standard. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Yeah, last year my goal was 140 books and I read 178. Like I read a lot of books last year, which is like, again, don't feel pressured to read that many books. Honestly, I am going to try to read less because I didn't want to read, not that I didn't want to read 178 books. I definitely would just not like to feel pressured. So I did less. 160 is my goal. And I'm honestly not gonna lie, I don't even know if that's gonna happen. It really just depends on the month. This month, again, it's already, this video, I'm filming it on the 8th. It'll probably go up on the 9th, if I am correct. Tomorrow is Thursday, yeah. So it should go up tomorrow, the 9th. And again, I only finished 1 book where normally I'm at like 2. Almost at 3. So again, I am partway through some other books, but I'm just not gonna rush myself. If I want to watch The Rookie, I'm gonna watch The Rookie. So yeah, we'll see. I don't even know if I'll hit that, but again, we'll see. It depends on the month. But I don't really necessarily want to force myself to switch genres or like try other books. I definitely like know there's some authors like Taylor Jenkins Reid's. When she comes out with her new book, I'm probably gonna read that one, which I know are not normal like romances or like fantasy or anything like that. So again, I'm not gonna force myself. It's not my like necessarily my goal, but if you have any like amazing recommendations, I'm gonna try to read Lessons in Chemistry in a couple weeks, so stay tuned for that. It'll be in a reading vlog. But that's kind of like the only one I think on my cart that is even just not like romance or fantasy. So I don't know, I don't want to force myself, but you guys can always let me know recommendations and things like that. Okay, really quick, I'm just gonna pop in. So I did read and finish My December Darling by Lauren Asher last month. I like this book. Did I love it? No. I think I ended up going with 3.25 stars if I'm correct. And it was just like an okay read, you know? It was just okay. Yeah, 3.25. It was just okay. I think that I definitely wish that it was longer. I think that there are so many good moments and so many cute lines and so many like special things or like important information or like important conversations that I feel like we've missed or skipped or were not further developed. And so it just made me mad. I'm like, come on. I also like, I love doctors. But in books, I love like the medical field. I love that. Like I wish we got like a take care of him or her kind of scene, like where one of them was like actually sick and we were taking care of you. Like I would have eaten that up, but like there was not like room for that, you know what I mean? There wasn't space for that. So I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I can't remember something. I think maybe something small happened, but again, this is not as developed as I would have liked, but I do think it's cute. If you're just looking for a cute little novella, I definitely would check it out, especially if you like this series and this like small town kind of vibes. It's definitely super cute. It's just not like cream of the crop, best of the best. It's just kind of like a filler book if you just want something short and cute. I will say this, I've said this before, I'm a novella girly. I love a good novella because I love when they're short and sweet, and I love when they feel like a long book in such a short amount of time. But that's not everyone. Everyone can't do that. So I feel like because Lauren Asher's books are normally extremely long, like overly long, I feel like she's not the type of writer who I would say is a great novella writer, because I feel like she likes to overdevelop things, which is fine. Like, that's her style. So I'm like, now this is the opposite end of it. It's kind of weird. So I don't know, but I read that. This month we are not doing a buddy read. I kind of threw it out there if you guys had any like ideas, recommendations. No one had any, which is totally fine. I didn't have any either. I literally was like, I don't know, because a lot of the books on my I don't like to do, if it's on my TBR, I don't like to like make it the buddy read as well, because I feel like then I'm gonna read it anyway. So like, if you like, it's boring. So I like to choose another book, but like most of the books on my freaking TBR cart are series, and so I'm like, okay. Okay, so I'm gonna try to finish a lot of those. Oh crap. So I'm gonna try to finish off some books and like decide if I want to do a different buddy read or whatever it is. I obviously have my Kindle as well, so maybe I'll check out some Kindle books too, and then we could go from there. We'll see. I'll let you guys know, obviously, but this month we have nothing. Again, I have some other videos that are like, I'm sure you guys will appreciate, so it's like fine either way. I also don't want to like force myself to read a book that I really don't want to read, so again, I will keep you guys updated. I feel like good buddy read books are probably like book of the month books, but I didn't get any of the book of the month books this month because they were awful. I just want like a good romance or a good fantasy or something like that, and they didn't give it to me, so I was like, whatever. Okay. I think that's honestly most of the stuff. The last thing that I wanted to talk about, I was gonna throw this out there. I'm debating on, so I was saying that I was gonna mention 75 Hard, but I was throwing it out there because I think I want to start a third YouTube channel. Undecided though because I kind of want to just like, you know, I feel like I will be more motivated and more encouraged if I like vlog my workout journey, my weight loss journey, I should call it. And so I am debating on that because I feel like that could be so fun and fresh, but I don't know if I should just like make videos and put them on this channel or like my makeup channel, or if I should just make a whole another YouTube. I don't know, because I kind of want to toy around. My friend honestly messaged me today and she was like, oh, so you guys gonna do like 75 Hard again, whatever, which I do. I've wanted to do it for a while now, but I feel like not motivated. So I feel like it would definitely be more motivated if obviously I'm vlogging it and like people are following along. But I also debated on like reaching out to them and be like, hey, would you be interested in, my one friend, she's a personal trainer, so I'm like, it would be great to have like her perspective. And then my other friend, like, she's we just like have different body types, so I'm like, that would be interesting too, to like get her perspective and like make a whole thing out of it. I don't know. Then obviously that channel will end like when I hit my goals, but I don't know. So I don't know what you guys think. You guys can obviously let me know what you're thinking, but we'll see. That's something I need to pray about and then see if that's my journey, because that would be 3 YouTube channel. Oh my gosh. But it would work out because I would post makeup videos, post Monday, Friday, booktube channel. We post Tuesday, Thursday, then I could post workout videos on Wednesdays. And it wouldn't be workout videos, sorry. It would not be workout videos. It would just be like my week of like working out, what I ate, that kind of stuff, what works for me, what doesn't. That kind of stuff. I don't know. Yeah, I wanted to throw that out there. The real last thing. It ends with us. It ends with it's ended. That's what it is. It's ended. And you know, honestly, I'm sitting on a sort of high horse, and I need to get knocked down a peg. I do. But I am sitting on a bit of a high horse because, first of all, I thought that it was a bad idea to do this movie to begin with. I think it is such a sensitive topic, and I feel like the book, in my opinion, was not a good representation of also, well, domestic violence or of abuse. I feel like it wasn't a good representation of kind of, I don't want to say getting out of it, but just like it wasn't, in my humble opinion, it wasn't a good representation because I feel like there are lots of, well, I'll just say this. My biggest thing was that not everyone just has a friend who's gonna just be there for them and help them through it or like beat up a guy for them. Like not everyone has, I think it's Atlas, not everyone just has someone like that. And so I'm like, this is a perfect opportunity to tell someone who feels like they're alone in this situation how to get out of it and how to like, yeah, help themselves through this process. But to me it was annoying because it felt like it was all like not make or break on Atlas, but I felt like it was like, ugh, it was just irritating. So I had beef with the book to begin with. So I didn't see the movie, but when it was coming out as a movie, I just kind of was like, come on, like why? I also wish that it was like a true story or like someone's real life, because the fact that it's fake just makes me mad, because I'm like, there are so many people who have gone through this in real life, and I'm like, why make it a fiction story, you know? So that all bothered me. All of that already made me mad. So when it's coming out as a movie, I was like, great. Ugh, already irritated. And then Miss Blake Lively. I said, huh? At first I was like, okay, maybe she'll be fine. I don't know. I didn't really, like, I'm not a Blake Lively, like, I was never a Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds fan or anything like that. I was never, like, following them. I just saw them and I thought they were so funny because, like, Instagram or whatever will post funny stuff about them every now and then. I'm like, oh, that's hilarious. But I never like went out of my way to watch all their movies or any of their movies or whatever. And so I was like, okay, that's an interesting pick. I also was like, okay, it's kind of just like they're older characters. The characters in the book are a lot younger, which I know that was said that they wanted to pick older characters, whatever. So it was just already a weird thing to begin with. And now we have all the drama. And I want to just be like, I told you so. I just want to scream it at Colleen Hoover. I told you so. Because why? Why did you decide to do this? And I'm like, if this is not a great depiction of why you shouldn't have done this movie, I don't know what is. I don't know what else to tell you, because it's just a chaos. And obviously, like, I hate to say it, but like, if this was, I don't know, that's not really great. Never mind. I feel like if this movie was being brought out for the right reasons, I feel like if it was, yeah, like for like actual exposure and stuff, a lot of this stuff wouldn't have happened, because someone would have realized that Blake Lively wasn't in it for the right reasons. And I saw like some, again, funny videos about like Blake Lively or interviews. I haven't seen any of them, so this is just my opinion based off what's coming up on my feed. But I've seen like just people are laughing because she's like talking about her hair care brand or like whatever, and she's not actually talking about the real thing that matters. And so I'm like, this is the problem when people want to choose someone who's like super famous. Ryan Reynolds was coming out with the movie at the same time, so let's do Blake Lively and maybe that'll up the views. Like, I feel like when you could tell when things are done for the wrong reasons, and this is exactly what happens. You get the backlash, you get the drama, and now all of this is crazy. It's giving Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, and we don't need that in our lives. And I'm like, it's just so now, and then to me that also makes the movie even worse, because it's like, let's say someone who truly is going through this, something similar to It Ends With Us, or they're in this situation and they're seriously like, what do I do? And like, obviously there are other resources, I'm not saying that, but let's just say like this is a last straw for someone, and you don't even know if you should go watch the movie or whatever it is, because so-and-so saying about so-and-so and so-and-so's, like, it just ruins the whole moral of the story, and that just makes me so mad. I'm like, you shouldn't have done it in the first place. So I'm not going to talk about sides or anything, but I will say that when you start to edit text, I think you're in the wrong. You can tell who's in the wrong, but again, I don't know enough details. I'm not like doing my own research. This is from what I've seen, and I just think either way, whether Blake Lively's right or Justin, I think it's Justin, whoever's right or whoever was wrong, and honestly, maybe they're both at fault, whatever it is, I think moral of the story is you shouldn't have done this movie. You shouldn't have made this movie. Number one. Moral of the story is that you shouldn't have so maybe I lied. Moral of the story is you should have made this movie with for the right reasons. And I just don't believe that it was. And so, I've had a couple people in my life who's like my family who's watched the movie and they're kind of like, it's just okay. And like, that's horrible. Like, I want to, like, I don't know if any of you have seen like, I think it's called Safe Haven. So I think that's the one, or The Shack. Like, all really sad. Is it The Shack? No, I don't know. I think The Shack's a scary movie. I don't know. There's a bunch of like really sad movies where like someone like lost someone, or someone's going through something like really like, oh my gosh, like you would never wish that upon like your worst enemy. It's so heartbreaking and so sad, but like it feels real, and you're like, oh my god, like you should feel that. Obviously it's gonna be sad, it's gonna be hard to watch, but you want to be able to feel like, oh my gosh, like you want to be able to like almost empathize with it. And I feel like the response that it ends with us was getting is just kind of like, okay, or like, it's a great movie. Like, what? No. Irritate me. Oh gosh. I digress, but I will say that I knew it. That's all I want to say. That's all I need to say, is that I knew it, and I think that we could do better. We can do better as a society. We could do better as writers. We could do better as filmmakers, movie makers, producers, whoever it is, directors. I think we can do better, and that's another conversation for maybe another day. Is that I think people don't realize that, like, you know, not everyone who's famous or who's popular is good. They may be horrible people. They could be there for, they could be like famous and popular because they went about things the wrong way or for the wrong reasons. And I'm like, yes, they're still popular, still people want to see them, but it's like, then you get the drama with it, and is that what you want for like your movie? Again, not that I was a big fan of the movie to begin with, but it could have been better. At least I would have nothing to say if there was no drama about it, if that was that, you know, people felt how they felt, whatever. But because there's so much drama about it, it's like you can't not talk about it, and that's horrible because that's not the point of the movie, you know? Shouldn't be the point of the movie. I was so mad today, actually. I got an email. It was like, new from Sarah J. Maas, and I was like, what? Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, it says, just announced from Sarah J. Maas. Barnes & Noble's emailed this, and I was like, what? The Night Court. It's just like a Court of Thorns and Roses, but I think they're black, which I am very happy about because I hate the colors of ACOTAR. Like, I hate that it's so colorful. It just makes no sense to me. I'm like, this is the worst series to be a rainbow. Like, it's just not it. But I was like, okay, whatever. So I might buy that. I don't know. Obviously, we're on a book buying ban. But see, that's the other hard thing. I'm like, I'm not on a book buying ban, but like, what if I buy books that I already read? Maybe I'll try to like figure that out for next month and then keep you guys updated. But maybe for this month we'll go on a complete book buying ban, and then next month we'll be able to buy books that I've already read. Because yeah, okay. I don't know. I still obviously want to save money, but also I want to get all the books, like have space, get all the books off my TBR card. So I don't know. Anyway, I digress. I don't know what else to say. Obviously we don't have a haul today. And I kind of just did a whole video about the releases and stuff like that. I will say I didn't do like an end of the year wrap up last year. I just think it's so, I don't know. I do not like filming this. I don't like filming the end of the year wrap up because it's so many books, and then I talk so much, and then I did do a 24 favorites in 2024, but so I felt like that was perfectly fine. But I don't know, maybe like I was thinking about doing, so I don't know, I'm not a short form content kind of girly, but I will like pop in a reel or two every now and then. And so I was thinking about maybe just doing like a yes, no, maybe reel with all the books I read, but then I'm like, then I have to take them all off my shelf. I don't know. But if I ever feel like that, maybe I will though, because I want to redo my shelves. Anyway, so, and then because I want to do a bookshelf tour. So I don't know, maybe I'll do that anyway, but like at the moment, the current present, the answer is no. But as far as end of the year wrap up, but we'll see. I also didn't wrap up for December, didn't do a wrap up for December either quite yet. Again, I may do a short form content if I can post it before Tuesday. If I can't post it before Tuesday, it may just go up on Tuesday. I don't know. We will see. It's like hard because I don't like to plan my videos too far in advance. because I'm like, well, what if something comes up or like an idea pops in my head and then I gotta wait for it or whatever. But I also don't like to wait too long because I want to obviously plan the videos. I want to make sure I do them. So I don't know, it's always a catch-22, but I don't know, it's a new year, guys, new possibilities. I know, like, you know, what God has for the future of this channel, for everyone this year. I know that it's gonna be so good. Like 2025, I know everyone, like 2024 was the year. Honestly, 2021 was the year because we're getting in 2022. Every year is the year, but this year just feels like so promising. And I know, I just feel like it's gonna be a very hard year. I think it's gonna be a very hard year as far as, like, you know, just letting go of sin and negative things, and letting go of like bad things in our lives, like letting go of the hard things. It's gonna suck. I know it's gonna be hard, but I just know that like the year, like what's gonna come is gonna be incredible. Is this a tear? But I just know it's gonna be so good. So if you guys say prayers, say prayer for me over here, and I'll be sure and pray for you. Again, thank you for the 1,000 subscribers. I'm so thankful, so blessed. It's surreal, but it's so exciting because I just feel like, I don't know, again, the goal for this channel was just so that we can obviously talk about books and like nerdy stuff and like, you know, get geeky, but it's also just to be almost a light, like just so it's a light in everyone's life and like a positive place. I feel like I want it to be something joyful, and I know we just spilled the tea on some drama, but I think like as far as entertainment goes and like, you know, like what you're watching and that kind of stuff, it is like so hard to watch something that is simply just joyful. Some things are, whether they're negative or they're just like toxic or they're just maybe they just like, you know, I don't know, curse. It's not the end of the world, but I don't on this channel, and I don't plan on ever. I don't in my day-to-day life, and so like I feel like that's like, you know, something that I just feel like it just creates a more positive experience for everyone. So I don't know, maybe that's just me rambling, but I wanted to throw that out there. I got this cool bracelet and I was trying to wear it, but now it's just a distraction. But it's super, super cute. I'm not done with my coffee yet, but it's fine because a lot of that is ice. But anyway, guys, I think that is everything. So I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Yeah, I will see you in the next one. Bye, nerds.